This is a video that is looking at the transition form for our division. Now, this transition form can be a really helpful overview of what a student has done in their education up until this point. So to access a transition form, first, again, you always need to make sure you've got the right location if you have more than one location in your profile, and you choose the transition form from the drop-down menu here. These transition forms should automatically be created for all students, so all students should have them. If you cannot find a student that you think you should be able to find, you might want to change to look for inactive or pre-registered students. Active students are the ones at your school right now. Inactive means that they were at your school at one point but have since moved to another school or another school division, and pre-register means that they haven't started at your school yet. But they should have a form in here if they are at your school. If there is any problems with students not showing up, please put a help ticket in, and we will get that sorted out ASAP. Fine. The students themselves, once you open up the transition form, there's their general information up here. They will all have the correct grade up here as well, but since this is a fake student account, there is no grade attached. The first page has some information that should pull directly from our SIS, our Student Information System. So this school and this grade should be current. If they are not current, if you notice that it's, the grade last year, it just means that you need to go up to the integration area and push import data, and Clever will go and grab the most recent grade and school it has on file from our Student Information System. The other ones also should update. You shouldn't be doing a lot of work in this form to start with. You might not even be able to change any of these because a lot of these are pulling from other forms and should be locked down. Again, if you see any questions, if you have any problems with any of these, just start a help ticket and we will get them addressed as soon as we can. On the General Information tab, there is an attendance that will highlight with red if it is less than 90% attendance. And obviously this one is 90% attendance. Now this pulls from, it doesn't pull every day, so these might be a little bit skewed, but they are as accurate as we can get them. And all of these things down at the bottom here are things, again, that should be filled in for you. You shouldn't have to click any of these buttons. So student support plans, records of adaptation, if the student has been designated as a gifted learner, IIPs, ASAC status, the CFR, maybe it's level A 1.2, will pull for you. Programs of instruction, languages and things like that, FNMI, or religion. The next tab is fillable by teachers and learning assistance teachers, and it's the record of adaptations. There is a general comment area at the top, so if there's any comments that you want to add about this student, it will go right there. And there are 3 tabs that deal specifically with the environment, instruction, and assessment. And you can check off any of these boxes as you see fit. And if there is one here that you don't see and you want to add it in, you can add in more than one, or you can take away if you accidentally hit the button once or more than once. The assessment tabs are for things that psychological assessments, functional vision assessments. Benchmarks are very helpful. Now, these are not updated regularly. I think they're only updated twice a year. But they're very helpful to know those starting points. So maybe at the beginning of the year, you would be looking at this benchmark rating assessment data from June of the previous year. And you might even look back to March and kind of see that maybe they went from an H to an L as they go. So once you do the first September, or if you do September or November, this won't be uploaded until January. So you won't see that change right away. There are also spots for CAT 4 and CAT testing results for grades 4 and grade 7. This next tab has progress report marks, and they are uploaded in the summer months. So you will not see anything from term 1 or term 2 or term 3 of the same year. You just have to look back for last year. So the kindergarten, the English language arts and mathematics assessments, grades 1 to 9, all of the ELA strands. French language arts, grades 3 to 8 strands. Mathematics, grades 1 to 9, the 4 strands there, and all of the high school scores. The additional transition is more testing, more places to enter scores, dates that the tests were taken, some of the language surveys, and the basic concepts of math entries. Again, if they took this assessment, and a place to upload the file. These last 3 tabs are mostly used for transitioning between grades or between buildings or between schools. So in high school, just review this every year and just see if it still is accurate. So if they were in co-taught math that year, or if they have assigned technology or advanced placement courses, need blind or visual impairment services, things like that. Elementary, a little bit of a shorter list, but you can check off, do they receive counseling? Maybe they require prescriptive eyewear and they either wear it or they don't wear it or don't have it. And the pre-K or kindergarten transition, again, there's a place to put in the experience they had, whether it was exceeding, expected, some delay, significant delay, and these change colors depending on what you've chosen. One nice thing about these transition forms is a printable copy up here. There are PDFs that can be printed. So if you want just a copy of the record of adaptations for this student, it will print off the same type of header here. And this is showing an error again because my student is not real, but it only takes the additional comments, then only the things that were checked off in the record of adaptation area. So right back here, it doesn't take things that aren't checked off. And the transition reports for high school, elementary, and pre-K, it will have the same header with any, this is that general information tab, the record of adaptations, anything that is showing up on any of those other tabs, the additional transitions, support services that are added, progress report marks, anything that shows up is going to show up in this transition, this printable copy. And there's one for high school, the elementary, and the pre-K and kindergarten. If you have any questions about anything, there are some help videos and documents. If you go to the GSCS portal and you choose Clever Help and Tips, there's lots of information there. Or you can dial 8888 or start a help desk ticket, and someone will be able to help you as soon as they can.